So that's County Road 126 right there, looking to the south. We came out of Ava today, and we've just turned right onto the start of the easement road. And that's going to take us down to the property. Excuse me. Traction control was on there. There we go. So we've had quite a bit of rain over the last couple days. We'll see what kind of shape these roads are in. These are easement roads, so these are not county roads. These are designed as minimum maintenance easement roads, so you definitely want a truck or an SUV out here. These tracks were recently logged, and you'll definitely see evidence of that. Some of it, like this tract on the right here, really wasn't logged at all, and then you've got some stuff where they did log it. This tract over here had some logging for sure, but I mean that opens up a lot of nice views. Beautiful view off to the east, you can see for miles. We're in Douglas County, Missouri, which is very well known for white-tailed deer as well as turkey. Excellent hunting in this area if you're a hunter. We're also very close to numerous rivers and creeks. Bryant Creek is nearby. I'm trying to get my keychain. If I forget to take it off, it jangles terribly, so bear with me 1 second as I set my phone down. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Whoops. There we go. So Bryant Creek, we're within about 5 miles of Bryant Creek. You cross that on Highway 76 if you're coming out of Ava. Beautiful river or creek or whatnot for fishing and floating and swimming. To the east we have the North Fork River, which is also very popular. You're going to have all kinds of wildlife on your property out here, but if you want more area to hunt, we're pretty close to the Mark Twain National Forest, which gives you literally thousands of acres of public land that are open for hunting, as well as trail riding and recreation and all kinds of cool stuff. Now we're coming to a spot on the easement road that I definitely wanted to get on the video so everybody would be aware of it. There's kind of a limestone rock outcropping that you can see right in front of me there. So in a truck or an SUV, you'll be fine. You should be fine. Go slowly. I'm pulling a trailer and it was just fine, but it's something you want to be aware of. There you can see the little rock outcropping right there. I think that's limestone. So in a car, that's an issue. That's why these are, all the easement roads are truck and SUV type roads, because you have that little bit of extra clearance, as well as generally have the four-wheel drive. All right, so what we've done is we've actually we've parked the truck and trailer here on this little side road, and we've got the four-wheeler set up here, and we're going to use the four-wheeler on these roads and then down the other road that leads toward the creek bed on the property. So we're going to face south, so we're actually looking right into the sun, unfortunately, but it is what it is. The property's on the right here, and it'll be on the right as we head down this road. Maybe. There we go. seeing a lot of level areas that could really be potential building sites once you get off the road a little bit. And now as the road flattens out, you can actually see the easement road that goes to the right. And that's what we're going to take. That's what borders the south side of the property and should take us down toward that creek bed. So now we're facing west and we're on the south easement road. So now the property is on the right as we look to the north. And you can see the guys haven't even been out here to clear the limbs and stuff off these roads. These will definitely always be minimum maintenance easement roads, but they will at least get out here and remove some of the limbs and cut back some of the trees and stuff that are encroaching upon the road. They're just tied up on other projects right now, but they will be out here to do that. So as we go down to the west, the land is on the right. This area here really doesn't look like it was logged at all. In the winter you can really see everything all at once, and this doesn't look like there's been any logging activity. But obviously there are spots on the property that were logged heavily. And we've got one coming up actually. So here's where it's really nice to look at a property in the winter when the leaves are off the trees. I mean, you can see all of the logging that was done. There's an armadillo. He's running toward me. That's weird. I have never seen an armadillo run towards someone. That's bizarre. He's confused about the sound, I think. Hey, buddy. Healthy looking little armadillo. That was cool. But anyway, obviously this was recently logged. There was no cleanup. You're welcome to come in and spend a few weeks or whatever and do some cleanup here. Specifically, if you're going to create your main building site here, that's probably what you'd want to do. In reality, unless you're in a big hurry to make everything look like a park, you're probably better off waiting a few years and letting most of this stuff just rot away. These remaining trees, because there are remaining trees, even though it doesn't look like it in the winter, these are going to leaf out, and these are going to do really well in the spring and summer because they don't have the competition from those other commercial trees that were here. Now that we moved out of that little area, we're actually in another area where it doesn't look like there was very much logging done. And we're getting close to the creek, which I have a feeling, based on what I've seen out here, is going to be really special. We've actually got some nice pine trees here on the property. So the property is still on the right. This is a super pretty area. I love those big pine trees. There's the little creek bed. Okay, so in a moment we're going to walk up that creek bed, but I need to get out the other iPad so I can turn on the MapRight program. Sorry about that. Let's just take a second. Okay. Okay, so now we're looking north. The land sits on the right side of that creek bed, so let's go check it out. I'm going to walk up to this little knoll and see if we've got any good potential sites here. There's a lot to see on this property, so come on out and take your time. There's actually quite a bit of timber up here. We've got pines, we've got oaks. Beautiful. Oh, really nice. You're high above the creek here. But what I was really excited about was this little creek. Oh, and look at this. Oh my gosh. That is unique. Look at how the rock stair steps up on that creek bed. So we've got this interesting bowl area here that apparently was carved out by water for the last however many thousands of years. Oh, that is cool. And the creek is running. I'm just going to walk up roughly the center line of the creek. Well, until my feet get too wet. I hear some water up in the distance, so we're probably about to run into a little waterfall. Got some nice building sites up there above the creek. And this creek bed, I'm sure, will be dry at various times throughout the year. It's more of a wet weather creek. We just had rain a couple days ago, and it's running pretty well. I guess it's been about 3 days since we had rain. Oh, look at that waterfall. I need to get to that. We've got a big tree limb right in the way, though. Okay, I'm going to try to maneuver my way through here. At some point I turned the camera off. I'm not sure when, but I've just made it up to this little waterfall. It is stunning. This is like out of a storybook. We've got these layers of rock. We've got this clear pool of water here. As I look to the north, that's the land on the right side. Apparently a few hundred or thousand years ago, this huge boulder kind of fell right down into the mix. I've never seen anything quite like this. I'm trying to get a good photo of this, but it's really hard to pick this up. All right, that is cool. Okay, there we go. Whoops, looking at my little map here. So the property actually continues a little ways. Now we're into more of a gravel base where that was a flat rock base back there. That is just beautiful. Wow. Now as we look up to the east, the land rises up and then it flattens out. And I believe that's where that heavy logging was. So that would already be partially cleared if you wanted to do a site there and be close to the creek. But I mean, you've got a lot of options on this property, a lot of options. We'll do a drone video as well, but ultimately you want to come out here and explore this, preferably in the spring and summer when the leaves are out and everything's looking great. Unique property. Check us out at InstantAcres.com to see if it's still available. And if it is, we would love to work with you.